day 370. Day rating is an 8, but also a weird way. I guess I'll get there. So, stayed at my brother and dad's house in Prescott. Got up, felt tired. Then got up around 8, walked the dog, came back in, tried to get a little something to eat, and just pretty much fell back to bed just because sleeping on the couch, having a back hurt, having the dog wake up a few times was not the best to set up. So fell asleep from about 10:30 to noon, and then got up, drank a little water, trying to tell myself hydrate all day, hydrate. Got the race tomorrow. And then my brother, I tell him like, hey, are you gonna do your run today? And he's got this zombie type run, which you just start running, and then it tells you like zombies are near in your little earphone, and so you pick up the pace to get away from them, and you have to go. It doesn't really say it. I think it kind of just lets you go from anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then after that, it'll say like, okay, cleared, go back to your pace. So it's almost, what did he call it? Because he had his earphones in, he was listening to it, so I couldn't hear it. And he just had to tell me when we were going. And it was pretty much an acceleration, but he had another word for it. And he would say it, like, okay, go, let me pick it up. And all right, settle back down. All right, go, pick up. It only happened about 4 times during I think we did a 5K, so 3.1 miles. But we did this cool loop, and on the last maybe 0.85 miles, we already had wind. It was cold. It's probably about 42, 44 degrees. It just started sleeting, and it just like little furies of sleet would hit you for a minute or two, and then it would calm down. Like, okay, that was bad. We're almost there. Let's go a couple more blocks. We'll get there. And then another little fury frenzy would come in. Just, oh my gosh, it was hard to look forward. It was hard to stay warm. I mean, I had shorts on, which it normally isn't that big of a deal at 40 and the sun was kind of out, but just just because the sleet, that little moisture, that water would kind of stick on your legs, and then the wind would blow on it, so it cooled them down considerably more. And so we went from perfectly fine for the first about 2-ish miles to it's getting cold, it's ripping it back. And I know, so my niece went on her bike and my brother and I were running, and I tried to get in front just to try to block a little bit of the wind because I'm 1 taller and 2 used to running a little bit faster. And so I tried to get up in front and try to help out a bit, and it didn't really help. We were all suffering and hurting, and my niece kind of wanted to stop. I'm sure she got a little irritated, and my brother and I was like, come on, we just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep chugging. This is just part of the run. We just gotta finish and do what we can. But I think her just being younger and colder and not maybe knowing how to deal with the cold as well, where me and my brother could easily see like, okay, we know how close we are, we know how much further we gotta go, and mentally can process that it's only gonna last for so long, where as my niece was probably thinking, this sucks, it's gonna last forever, I don't want to do it. And at one point she got a little upset and was like, I can't, hold on, I gotta stop. And we were at a stop sign trying to take off again, and she crossed, and then it started to fury again. A wave came through, and she was trying to put up her hoodie or anything she could to kind of block the wind, but it didn't really matter. We were going straight into this. So it was uncomfortable. We made it, and then minute later, just the sun opened up, the Furies were gone, clouds scattered, and we had probably the last bit of the little sleet, snow, fury, whatever it was. So that was just interesting. But we made it through. I tried to laugh about it. It was definitely an interesting run, but mentally it helped make the day an 8 because I was so happy to do this run with my brother. He's been talking about it for years, and especially over this last year, going through everything, I've been able to get less competitive with running and appreciate more of just the running experience and the community you're in, and just enjoying the moment. And so for me, it was having this moment that I could remember with my brother where we ran together, we talked, and we can always take that with us. And so he likes to post his on Instagram, and he did, and he wanted to take a picture, which I loved. I'm glad that he took it. I wanted to take one too, and now we both have it to share. And I commented, glad we could have this on the checklist, but what's next? He says 10K. Like, all right, let's do it. So hopefully next time we get a chance to run a 10K, or we find a little race to do together or something like that. But that's what definitely would help make the day an 8 today, is having that moment with him. And then next, probably try to go with my dad, have that running with him. I ran with him a little bit before during the Whiskey Row race. I normally finish, try to get a little bit of water, and then I go back and get him and just try to jog in. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? Do you need water? And he jokes around, he's like, don't run with me, you make me run faster. And it's like, I don't purposely mean to, but it's nice having someone here running with you. It can definitely help you get out of your own head and just think, let's get to the finish line, and stop thinking about, oh, I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm fatigued, I didn't sleep enough, I didn't eat enough, I didn't hydrate enough, whatever it is. And just focus on, hey, we're just cruising, let's just go. We're going together. Two stronger than one. Kind of the saying, if you want to go fast, go by yourself, and if you want to go further, go with a group. So it's kind of in the mindset, let's go further, let's just keep going. So I think that's the mentality behind that. I mean, there's more coaching behind that story, but maybe another time for that whole setup. But anyways, I got to enjoy that moment. We sat out talking for a bit, we were stretching, and then we got inside, got ready, and we went to go have dinner with my mom and stepdad. It's not my stepdad's birthday, it's his birthday in a couple days, but he wanted to celebrate over this weekend. So they said, hey, if you can, meet us out at Texas Roadhouse. Went to Texas Roadhouse, had some food, got to enjoy the company for a bit, and then we all went home. I came back, walked the dog, left about 45 minutes later, was outside with my dad. My dad had the dog, this little pup over here. They were walking outside, and then Dad came up to the car, like, who's that? Who's there? And she recognized the car, she just didn't realize I was in it, so I came outside, and then we played a little hide and seek. Then I took her to the backyard, let her run around the fence, and she just having a blast. She was digging, she was hopping around like a little rabbit, and was like, okay, Gamora, it's cold, we gotta go inside. So I got inside, packed up the stuff, said goodbyes, see you later, sorry, I don't like saying the goodbyes, saying see you later, thank you for having us, thank you for hosting, see you guys later, and packed up, head back up the hill, and the plan was to go to the race. Here's where the second part kicks in. I'm checking, getting ready for the race, putting stuff away, thinking what kind of laundry I need to do, and I'm like, I have an alarm set for 5, let me see if that's enough time to get to the race by about 6. And so I'm checking the emails, and I see there's 2 or 3 extra emails in there, and it says race pickup for Saturday is postponed. I'm like, how do you postpone it? The race is the next day. What's going on? And then I looked down further, and there's another one saying race postponed, which in my 22 years of running, I've never had a race postponed. So this was very unique. Wouldn't think about it. Especially coming out of the pandemic, I thought everything's good to go, but they had an email that explained everything, and they said they couldn't get enough officers to close the street down. So they had to postpone it for April 4th, which is about a month away. So now I'm kind of bummed I couldn't stay there a little bit longer. I didn't eat more food when I was there. I've been craving some sweets. I could have stopped by the grocery store and grabbed some M&Ms, chocolate, something like that. I could have enjoyed that a little bit more, but it is what it is. I turned the alarm off to kind of sleep in. Still plan to run my miles tomorrow, 12 to 13, and we'll go from there. But the push-ups are done. Gotta read still, get that done. And we'll call it a night. See what happens tomorrow. See if any curveballs come up. We'll go from there. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.